Hi viewers and dear student, today we are going to be discuss the focus group qualitative research method. As you know that before we have starting a step by step different types of qualitative research methods. Today our focus is the focus group. As you know that before that we have already discussed observations methods, one by one interview methods. Today our focus is the focus group is also be a qualitative research method. Basically the focus group method in which one or two researcher and the several participants meet as a group to discuss a given research topic and some phenomena regarding to some ideas which they have discussed in the groups. Mostly they have discussing the idea based on the current research and based on the current problem which have occurring in the existing environment. Focus group, one of the researcher and the moderators leads discussion by asking the participant to respond to the open-ended questions, and second the note taker, some participant they are making the note about the discussions and record the journal themes participations and discussions. Sometimes we used a voice recorder for the discussion of the focus group. Focus group is ideally will have a 6 to 10 participant typically, and 1 hour is the duration. If you want to take a group focus group analysis on like that, some we also we say that thematic analysis and analysis on the in vivo, the 1 hour duration must be you have record for the focus group data analysis, and that time this time is very useful for creating your analysis and your result in the in vivo. Developing good focus group questions. How can we develop a good focus questions before conducting the and starting the discussion in the focus group? The key to conducting the successful qualitative research with the useful data is development of the good questions and logical based question and problem based questions. Questions should be open-ended, semi-structured, and should not lead the participant, and that questions must be under the experience and under the they have the participant, they must have know about that the questions and the area that question must be relevant to the area of the participant. While the research protocol will have to set list of focus group interview questions, there should be room for the flexibility depending on the responses of the participant. You know that every participant have a different experience and different managerial and different perspective, and have given some different logical views about the problems about some particular topic, and you must be keep in the research protocol will have to list of focus group and the interview questions. Developing good focus group. How can we develop a good focus group and questions? Sound conversational. You must be set your sound. If you want to record a sound, a recording of the small group and even that the large group is recorder of like that microphone you should be have up standard, and moderators play the important role for the discussion of the group, small group and the big group. Mostly we use in thematic analysis 6 to 10 participant. Use the word of participant, would use a very clear and very meaningful words during your discussion. Clear and easy to understand the words and the voice, short and to the point. The words can be and your speaking areas and your recording area when you participants are discuss the idea. Basically they must be short and to the point. Or open-ended must be, as we have already discussed, open-ended questions, open-ended as well as one dimension scale your questions. For example, engagement of the one question and solve, then you move to the next questions. And exploration, you have set the problem one by one and explores, and all participants take participation during the exploration, and finally you exit and you stop your recording and your microphone, and the group will finally they have conclude the discussions. How to prepare for a focus group? For example, for before going to the group, merging the group, and before making the material and content of the focus group, know the researcher material well. That is the very key important things you should be know about your research material well. Review the informed consent document. Be familiar with the questions being asked, the purpose behind them. Basically, the moderator play the important role during the questions being asked from the participant, and be prepared to the answer question about the study. Practice moderating focus group with the fellow the research friends, family, like that. It is depend on the nature of the research and also be the need of the researcher. How build a rapid in focus group? How can we make a good and valuable focus group and be friendly, be smile, make the eye contact with the participant, and a good environment with the groups. Use relaxed body language, incorporate humor where the appropriate, and semi formal and like that group, not be too much formal. You are will be discuss the things and explore the things very easy way and to the point and to the and short to the idea, and you give a specific to speak about on that particular on the topic and the problem. Be patient and do not rush the participant as they are answers. Basically, that role a moderator become a very important role during taking the questioning, answering, and taking the view from the participant. Be equally respectful each participant and contributions, and the responsibility of the moderator, they give a reasonable time to the each participant, and the focus point is that each participant give their overview about the topics and the ideas. Ensure the participant treat one another with the respect and with the honor and dignity, and they have some right, they give this their are and explore the advantage and disadvantage of the areas, and even that they give also give some critics on the topics and the problem. Analyzing the focus group data, grounded theory used in the social sciences, both qualitative and quantitative research, to generate the theory from deep and rigorous analysis of data. Mostly in qualitative form of data analysis, we have used the grounded theories. In structured coding will typically begin with a list of codes, keywords according to the aims of the research questions and being, and the keywords basically you have not in the, when you have going to use a in vivo software, the researcher must be select the keywords and the codes according to their interest of the research. Descriptive open coding, codes generated only as one reads through and analyze the data, looking for the common emerging themes for thematic analysis. Tips for moderating focus in a group, and lay down the ground rules of the focus group before it's begin. Before going to the discussion, moderator flow out the group rules and regulations and some ethical point of view. Invite a wide range of the commentary if there appear to the group consensus on the certain question asked. Does any have another point of view, see it indifferently? If when one participant finished their talk, and moderator can ask about if any participant want to take more participation, another point of view, that's voluntarily they can be they have shared their point of view in the groups. Use silence to your advantage. Give the participant chance to think about their responses. Moderator only for moderate the groups, not be take too much talk in the group discussion. But only they have moderating and they have control the group. They have initiate the ideas, and they have basically they have control the group on the one agenda focus area and the problem and the topic. Limit your own participant, pose the questions, and then let participant respond with the limited direction and commentary. And sometimes the moderators play the important role when the answering of the question, the ideas those participants are going to be discussed, they have taken longer and longer. There is the most important role of the moderator. They concise, the short the debate, and try to finish that debate in the 1 hour. Encourage the maximum participation. Make sure all participants have the chance to respond, asking the less vocal participant directly if they would like to contribute, and the moderator give the chance to every participant, and their vocals will be rise and equally to the other participant. Thematic analysis, as you know that here I would like to be discuss I will give suggest some reference Brahman 2004 and 2008, the stage 1 reading the text whole, stage 2 reading and marking the text, emerging the key codes, and stage 3 coding the text and grouping the code to the themes, and stage 4 relating the themes to the literature and theory. These are 4 steps also be suggested by Brahman and suggested. And inshallah, when we are going to be discuss our thematic analysis and analysis focus group data on NVivo, we also we take a separate session on the thematic analysis. And now here in this slide I have suggest and given the some reference, one of most properly and most important reference Brahman 2004 and 1000, and they have suggest and give some stages how can you go for the focus group data analysis. And basically thematic analysis we have used analysis focus group data on NVivo. Inshallah we will arrange a separate session on NVivo analysis through NVivo analysis. I hope you will get it all. Basically our lecture's purpose is to importance and introduction about the focus group and how we can make and how can we develop a focus group for the qualitative research methods. Take care.